Hi, everyone. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm an independent Canadian Stampin' Up demonstrator here in the interior of British Columbia. So welcome to my YouTube Live or my Facebook Live. When I do go on here, I'm here to help you as a paper crafter to gain the confidence to create cards on your own and other beautiful paper crafting projects. So when I come on and I do like a sketch challenge, or I come and I do a mystery challenge, what it is it just helps you create cards on your own. And like I say, hopefully that I have inspired you along the way. So if you are first time joining me on YouTube, make sure that you're subscribed just down below here. And also if you're off my Facebook group, make sure that you give StreamYard permission so that I know who I'm talking to. So in any event, it's Saturday, it's card sketch, and it's card sketch number 154. You know, in 2 weeks' time, it's going to be like 3 years of weeks that I've been doing the card sketches. I've actually started doing them back in March, but I didn't consistently post them each and every week, where if I'm away now, what I do is I will pre-record one of my videos. Awesome. Good morning, Catherine, and good morning, Lila. In any event, card sketch number 154. I like this one. You know, sometimes simple is better, and you can just completely change it up, and it could change so much. This particular one might be one that I might even do for, I might think of doing this one for I can't even talk. I might even do this one for a swap, because I think it's such a simple design, but you can step it up and you can do an awful lot of different things with it. In any event, let's go on down to my desktop. Since I can't talk very well, maybe I can stamp. So hopefully I can. So really simple one as far as layers and that sort of stuff with your card. It doesn't have too many layers at all. Obviously, it has 2 layers, and then we have this layer here, and then a sentiment layer. So like I say, very, very easy. Hello, Mary. All the way from Nova Scotia. That's awesome. So we've got Nova Scotia, we've got British Columbia, and I believe you're in Ontario, or is it Manitoba that you're in, Saskatchewan? I'm not sure. In any event, all right, so let's get started on this. Now I am using some new product just because, hello Jeanne, I am using new product just because I can, and this is actually going to post on the 3rd of May. This particular card is going to post on my blog at that point. So oh, here I go again. I'm using Misty Moonlight. I absolutely love Misty Moonlight. I'm so glad they brought it back. Now, oh, this looks to me like it's got a bit of a blotch on there. So, you know what? I don't know. It also looks like it's got a nick on it. So let me just go, and I think what I'll do, no, I don't want that like that. I think what I'll do is I'll just switch this up and take this out, and then I'll use that for scraps. So let me just go. This is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4, and I'm just going to fold that into the mountain. And the reason we do that is so that we've got a really nice even score line. Wow, we've got people from the United States and Ontario. Awesome. All right, so Misty Moonlight. I mean, you can't get a nicer neutral color than that. It's not quite as dark as the Night of Navy, but it does kind of lend to different sort of things. Like I say, it's almost like a dull card that I'm doing, but honestly, I think by the time I dress it up, I think it'll be okay. Now, oh, and look at this. Where did my piece? Oh, this is another one of those days, that's for sure. So let me just come in with my smoky slate, and we'll cut it down to that size that it's supposed to be. When I do these card sketches, I photograph them, and then I take them upstairs to basically upload and get a print of. Okay, so this piece happens to be 3.5 by 4.5. So I'm just going to go in and, you know what? I think what I'll do is I'll do this to 5.5. Then I've got a card base. Then I'll go to 3.5. And then I can cut this to the 4.5-inch line. So Smoky Slate and Misty Moonlight. What a beautiful color combination. I'm going to need that trimmer. I know I will in a bit. All right. So then this piece is just going to go on here. I also have a piece of the basic white that's going to go on the inside of the card. It's funny, you know, I've got so many things. I left everything all over there and then didn't proceed to get it. Now, this piece here is 1 inch by 4.5 inches. Now, I want to show you this. The other night I had shown you, probably it was the boho blue. This is the Misty Moonlight. Like I said, this designer series paper, this is the neutral pack. So it comes in all the neutrals colors. And of course, I'm using the Misty Moonlight one there as well. What a great paper pack in order to basically extend different things that you can do. And you know it's going to match your designer series paper. So this is supposed to be by 4.5. So I'm just going to go in and now I could do this, but I thought the stripes are a little masculine. So maybe you ever get the feeling that maybe you should just start all over again, right? The thing is I'm cleaning up my studio and oh my goodness, I've found so much stuff. All right, so let's take this off like this. Let's see. Oh no, Betty, you're going to have minus 34 degrees next week. Is that 34 Celsius or 30 degrees Celsius? Oh my goodness. And we're supposed to get up to 30 degrees Celsius. So that's about 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Wow. All right, so I'm just putting that there. And then I'm just going to turn this over and I'm going to trim this down. Good morning, Marie. So good to see all of you, especially with such a beautiful, well, it's a beautiful day here. So I hope to get outside and maybe get my pond going today. I'm just so happy my fish are alive. All right, so see, that's just going to go like that. And see how simple that layout is, right? So let's go ahead and put that right onto the front here. I'm not going to put any ribbon. You could put ribbon on here as well if you wanted to. Like I say, this is such a simple card design. So just like this. And then this is where I'm going to use some new product. This Cheerfull Daisies, beautiful stamp set and a bundle. And it also comes in a suite. And just to let the people know that are especially from Canada, and of course you can do this all over the world. This is going to be the bundle or the suite actually that we're using for our stamp camp in July. So that's going to open up shortly, registration for that. So we're using this and the designer series paper as well. And I've been playing with it. I've got my 2 cards already designed for the stamp camp. So I'm excited about that. Anyways, that's sort of a thing of what's going on now. All right. So then what I thought was this one image is absolutely amazing. So that is where on my card sketch, what I'm doing right here. So I am coming in and all I did was I just cut this out, and that's just going to go there. How simple of a card, right? Now, if I want, what I could do is I could do some blending with the brush, which I thought, well, I could do that, but I'm thinking to myself, I might just leave it. But you know what? Let me go ahead, and I'm going to use one of the little blending brushes. And I'm going to, because I don't want to go Night of Navy in there, I'm thinking more boho blue. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just take this and we'll see. If not, I'm going to go cut another one out. Now, I know, are there such a thing as blue daisies? Yes, I believe there are. So we're just going to faintly do this. I like the little blending brushes because you got a lot more control of where you want it to be brushed. And just a little bit in here as well. Just out on the petals a bit. All right, so see, that's just going to go like that. So then I thought, well, I can do that. Very simple. Now, another thing I could have done was I could have embossed the back there. I'm thinking to myself, do I want it just white or do I want it with the blue? All right, another really interesting part with this whole thing is this particular die cut from the Daisies. So I'm actually going to put that behind there. I think we've all had a fairly, you know, in Northern Hemisphere, we've had a pretty long and dreary winter, so we're all ready, that's for sure. So I'm just going to stick this behind here just to give a bit of interest. This is just going to go on here. And then what I did was, at first I cut this from the Daisy stamp and I thought it was too big. So I went to my this Timeless Arrangements and I used the smaller die cut. And then I also want to do this as a thank you. So I'll just go in there and grab my thank you. Remember, when you're doing a photopolymer stamp, don't put this directly on the block. Bring it down to your desktop, let it relax so that it'll go straight. So this is going to go like this. We're going to, and yes, I know I have to emboss because it's on blue, right? So I'm going to come in with my embossing buddy. You know, sometimes just seeing just a tiny bit of embossing, especially on words. I love seeing white embossing on black on a card. I just think it's very, very stunning. All right. I don't see that on there. All right, let's come back down. Just do that like that. Blue and white, yes. Like I say, I think it would look quite nice even with just the plain white. So just come in here, put some. These are quite fun, these dies. They have like paper piercing around, but they have little X's on them as well, which are kind of fun. Oops. My take your pick tool. So who's excited about the new catalog? I know a lot of the orders now, I know for my picking up the orders that I've got for all my customers, they finished picking up to the 19th, except for one order, which happens to be one of my orders. So I guess that's not too bad as long as it's my order, not a customer order. But up to the 19th of April. I hope that they'll be up to date by the time we get going. that the catalog goes live. All right, so here we go. We just have that like that. I'm going to put this on, and we're going to come in with the little dimensionals. I know I've got some little dimensionals in here. Well, we'll just use the bigger ones and the little spots on here. Yeah, you know what? I'm thinking just white too. You know what? I can just quickly cut one of those out. See, if I did just white, that's how it's going to look. And if it's blue, it's going to look like that. Well, I think I should go with my first instinct and go with just the white. So let's come in and we can cut that. And I'll just grab a piece of scrap. And let's go ahead and just put this on here. Just going to use my Post-it note tape to get that on there. And come in with my little cut and emboss. I am using, it tells you to use plate 1, but I'm using plate 3. I find plate 3 works best for me to get out of there. And I'll just cut this. And then we'll do kind of a poll to see which ones you like the best. Oops, I think I left my leaf in there. Oh, well, then that means I can just place it differently. I think I should have run that through twice. Just one of those days, right? All right. That is too funny. Maybe I should have just left it blue, right? Yeah. I'm just going to cut this piece off as well. Yeah, I should have run that through twice. Just because I didn't have the right sandwich on there. That'll be okay. And you know what, I'll poke these out, but I'm not going to poke those holes out. I kind of like the holes being in there solid. There we go. Now, do you like this with the blue? Yes, they are. That one? Or do you want it with the white? Just plain white. Let me know. I don't know. Thinking to myself, I kind of like that blue in there too. What do you think? Blue? Okay, the blue. Well, there I go. I go and I cut this one in the white and we don't even use it. That's okay. It's kept for another card, right? All right. So now what I want to do is, like I say, I want to go put some dimensionals on there. So let's go ahead and just put some of these on. This would have been better with small dimensionals. I'll have to make sure for my next live that I've got them. Like I say, there's so much versatility with this particular stamp set. I'm quite amazed that, you know, I think you could do daisies would be beautiful in yellow. The blue is nice. My favorite is the Moody Mauve. Let's see. Let's put another couple on here. There we go. All right. And we're just going to let that kind of go free. Now, I mean, I could dress this up with ribbon. I could dress this up with embellishments as well. So let's just go like that. You see where we're coming with our sketch. And then let's go in with this one and just put that across there. See how just so simple, just by putting a little tiny sentiment there. So, and you know what? I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to pop it up just because I want that to really show off. There we go, just like that. Fun, right? And then what we can do then to finish this off is we can turn around and we have these gems. These are the in color gems. Now, they do, the boho blue will go along just great with this. Because of the pre-order, we couldn't order too much. I could put pearls on here. I could put ribbon on here. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these in color. Hello. Oh, Marie, you got your order last night. Oh, well, you were one of the lucky ones then. Because honestly, the ones from the 19th just shipped. Well, you're lucky. Like I say, yeah, they've sure been behind, that's for sure. All right. So then I'm just going to come in with this. See how nice that goes? And these are flatter gems. They're not really big gems. I kind of like how flat they are. There we go. Now, of course, let's go in and finish off the inside of our card. Let's bring in that stamp set. And you know what? I think what I might do, instead of doing like the daisies, the two-step, I might just use this one. Oh, I like this saying too. Oops, a daisy, so sorry. That one's kind of fun too. So I'm going to come in with that first. This one right here. And let's put that onto the thing. Now, I really should be stamping these with my paper piercing mat, that's for sure. Let's bring that there. And I'm going to bring in a paper piercing mat just because I think it's going to work better with this one particular image. These are fun. Yeah, those are really fun flowers. Just going to put that right there. That was this was Misty Moonlight. It is going to go a little bit as it dries. It's going to fade up a little bit. So let's let that dry. Yeah, that's not a bad card, right? All right. Just just want to make sure that that's good and dry to go on the inside, because knowing me, I'll put my finger in it and I'll spread it all around. So just like that. And this piece happens to be 3 3/4 by 5. And you know, I find because I might cut like 20 of these at a time. I get that extra 1-inch piece, and so I can actually use that extra piece for stuff. So there's my card to go along with card sketch number 154. So what I want you to do is make a card, put it in the Facebook group. There is a Facebook group down below, and then I will be drawing names randomly on the 1st, so probably Monday. I've got it in my day timer to do it. If I haven't done it, make sure that you let me know, and I can give away a free stamp set if you live in Canada, and if you live outside of Canada, I can give away a tutorial. So awesome. Yeah, I don't think that turned out too bad. I think that, like I say, I think that might be good for a swap that I'm in, and it'll be easy. I can get it done and pump them out a lot quicker than, yeah, but I might emboss that part there. Anyways, okay, so what is happening? Oh my goodness. I'm so excited. Tomorrow I have my in-person class using Petal Park. I will be posting my special little thank you thing for all those participants tomorrow. Also on Monday, I will be going live with a fancy fold or a 3D project. I was thinking of doing, I might do a 3D project just because I need something else for the cruise ship to give away. And it'll depend to see how, what I've got to put in there. I don't know. I've got some, and you kind of want to give something a little bit different, because you're giving, like, for the people to do your rooms, you tip them every other day, or you tip them every day, whatever that is. But I want them to have something that they can actually use in the meantime. So we will see you on Monday at 10 o'clock Pacific time. That's when, like I say, I'll be doing a 3D project or a box or a fancy fold card. It just depends what I get around to doing. I have an idea, so I'm kind of excited. And it's something that I've got to be able to take flat and then I can put together when I get there, right? If that's what I'm going to do. Awesome, you guys. So don't forget, if you like this, give me the thumbs up. Share my video. I really do appreciate it. If you do share my video, that's one of the highest forms of a compliment that you can give me. Remember, if you do live in Canada and you do not have a demonstrator that you're working with, I would love to be your demonstrator. Don't forget also, when I showed this designer series paper down here, that basically I have a product share that's closes on the 1st of May. And on this product share, this particular designer series paper is part of the paper share that's in there. So in any event, if you have any questions at all, reach out to me, and we will see you Monday. Bye for now. Don't forget about Sip and Stamp tonight. Bring your projects to work on, and we can just talk away and work together. Awesome. Bye now.